Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. The song I recommend to study today is Tears in Heaven. There seem to be hundreds of people singing this on YouTube. I had a look at quite a few of them today. One of the ones I quite liked was by Ben Smart, or Smartini89. Tears in Heaven, as you probably know, is a song by Eric Clapton. It's about the death of his 4-year-old son who fell from a 53rd story window in his mother's New York City condominium. So it's a really sad song. You can study the song to practice the conditional tense. Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? You can use this would-if structure to talk about what you would do in imaginary situations. For example, would you leave your job if you won lotto? You can also say it the other way. If you won lotto, would you leave your job? It means exactly the same thing. After the if, use the past tense, and after the would, use the present. In this book, there are a lot of questions like this about hypothetical or imaginary situations. I don't really like this book. I think most of the questions are kind of stupid, but it's good for showing you some examples of the if-would structure. Would you add a year to your life if it meant taking 1 year from the life of someone in the world selected at random? Would you be willing to have horrible nightmares every night for a year if you would be rewarded with extraordinary wealth? If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you're living now? Would you have one of your fingers surgically removed if it somehow guaranteed immunity from all major diseases? If you went to a movie with a friend and it was lousy, would you leave? Kia ora, this is Stick News. Yesterday, a plane in Japan made a nose landing after the nose gear compartment failed to open.
Landing gear is a structure, usually wheels, that supports an aircraft and allows it to move across the surface of the Earth when it is not flying. Part of the landing gear system is the nose gear compartment. Yesterday, a plane was flying from Osaka to Kochi when the pilot noticed a problem with the nose gear compartment. The plane circled Shikoku Airport for 2 hours before landing to use up the extra fuel and avoid a possible fire on landing. The pilot landed the plane safely. The plane's nose was damaged, but none of the 56 passengers and 4 crew were injured.
And that was Stick News for Wednesday the 14th of March. Kia ora.
It didn't snow much today.
Why don't you like that book? Like what? What does murder mean? What is the point of that book? Are there any interesting questions? I just think it's a waste of time thinking about situations that'll never happen. Like this one. Would you be willing to murder an innocent person if it would end hunger in the world? Kill someone. It's just like, that would never happen, so what's the point of even thinking about it? It's supposed to be a tool for self-discovery or a provocative way to stimulate conversation. Yeah, there are a couple, like, hang on a minute, like this one. You notice a self-destructive behaviour pattern in a friend who is clearly unaware of it. Would you point it out? That's quite interesting because it is actually possible.
What's the plural of toy? Toys. What's the plural of leaf? Leaves. What's the plural of foot? Feet. What's the plural of box? Boxes. What's the plural of lily? Lilies.
And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. you.